Flash.
So with that being said, with Jaydon Blue, the ability to run that type of speed, and also when you think about everything, the Cowboys exactly need just that. Now, granted, there will be some still people to think that, hey, just because you got this will not happen. But when you look at what he will bring to the table as it relates to bouncing it to the outside, that 4.2 speed, come on with it, man. That's crazy. And keep in mind, he was able to do that on a pull groin for the 4.3 speed that he ran.
When did you find out about the groin?
So it's a crazy story. During training, I was good the first half. I was getting clocked 4.2 the time that I wanted to, and I kind of felt a little tightness in my groin during training, and I didn't think nothing of it because I've had groin tightness before, and I had got an ultrasound, and they told me it was a grade 2 strain. So they was like, we just go, rehab and see how you feel getting up to the combine. And it was like I couldn't do nothing lateral, but if I felt right, then I'd be able to run straight. So I felt like that I was good enough to at least run a good time, and it wasn't what I expected, but I didn't find out it was torn until I got back home and got an MRI.
So all I can say is we got so much information about this kid, and the Blue Streak, that's the name that you guys are going with on Blue Mafia to add in the other guy is a good thing for us, because I'm thinking of multiple ways that you can add and implement the aspect of Cavante Turpin and his speed and what he brings to the table. And on top of that, the aspect of how you're going to merge all of these worlds together so that you can get to a certain number on the field to get these teams to get out of dropping 6 and 7 into coverage. You got to cover every blade of grass now. Yeah, you got to literally cover every blade of grass when you really contextualize the fact that if you got this dude here, right, that runs that type of speed, and then you implement what Dak Prescott record is when you have run game.
Since Dak Prescott has been in the league, this is pretty amazing. When he gets 30-plus rush attempts behind him, he's virtually impossible to beat, 53-7. Less than 30 rush attempts, he's not a very good quarterback, 20-34. But this is more sobering. If Dak just gets 100 yards rushing, again, he's Mahomes. He's 64-17. If he gets less than 100 yards, Dak Prescott has 9 career wins. That's it. It is very clear, indisputably, inarguably clear. Dak is a completely different quarterback with a run game. But once,
and I know how y'all feel about Colin Cowherd, right? And when you implement all of these things together, come on, baby, shoot. So when I'm looking at this collectively, the Cowboys heading into the 2025 season, we understood the cost, right? As we all say, we did, because at the end of the day,
and they understand the cost that is involved.
Why, Law? Because of this right here, ladies and gentlemen, when you run the ball, it controls the TOP, time of possession, right? And then we understand what Dak Prescott record is as it relates to when you're running the ball, right? And this video was done a year and a half ago, right? So now that the Cowboys are figuring things out, now we in control of it, right? Now we the ones with the guns. It just now need to materialize. The battle cry for wide receiver number 2, you probably can put that to the side if we gonna run this ball. Let me say this again. The battle cry for wide receiver 2, you can probably put that to the side now if we're going to run the ball. And I'm talking about anywhere between throwing the ball 24 to 27 times, and you just get behind run game, and now the puzzles are put together. With the wall of Tyler, the 4 T's and 1 B. And the 4 T's are, Tyler, Terrence Steele, and Cooper Beebe. So what I'm telling you guys is that what we're looking at is something that's more tangible now as relates to an identity. the battle cry for everybody asking, what will be the identity of the Cowboys? And what's the identity of the Cowboys? Last year, no identity. The year before that, no identity. Well, we can all say, spread it out, throw the ball everywhere, but that's not even the strength of Dak Prescott. The identity of this team will be running the ball. You can go back 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. One can argue 20 years. And the identity wasn't running the ball. So the Cowboys literally will run the ball for the 2025 season. I can't wait to see how all of this can work its way out, because the evidence is right here. The historical data of this team not being able to run the ball and stop the run. That's a whole nother conversation. That's part 2 of this video probably. But when you are running the ball, that controls so many things, control the pace of the game. It also slows down the temperaments of what the opposing opposition trying to do. It's going to be hard to beat up on these Cowboys if everything remains healthy. And I'm not out here saying that we shouldn't go out there and grab a wide receiver number 2, by the way. But what I'm getting at is that we can literally control the tempo of the game just by the run game in that front 5. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. But I'm ready for it. Jaydon Blue streak. Come on with it. DC for life, not for short. Let's continue to grind and shine and get this run game going for your mind. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get it. Peace.
The Flash.
You know, of course, I was upset that I didn't get to run the time I ran, but I mean, I was healthy today, and as you can see, I ran the time that I wanted to. So, you know, it's just all God. You know, I'm just blessed to be on this stage.